Ciao a tutti. I'm Anthony LaFranca from Sapori Sicilia Imports. We're here at Times and Sins Do It Better podcast. So come and check us out at www.saporisiciliaimports.com.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with. Are you enjoying that?
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Well, let me ask you a question here. We have a guest.
I know. And look what he brought.
Oh my God. Anyway, everybody, I'll start this over again. We have a special one for you today while Marcus finishes his rice bowl. I got Anthony from Sapori Sicilia, who brings all this great stuff from Sicily to America. And he brought us a feast today. So, Marcus, are you ready?
You know what? Yeah, let me put it down. All right.
All right, he's ready.
What's up, Anthony? How you doing?
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Anthony LaFranca. I'm from Sapori Sicilia Imports. I import stuff from Sicily that is very close to me. It brings me to my childhood, and it always gives me a connection to my origins, where I come from, and bring them here to the United States so everybody can taste how, it is the real deal.
And explains us a lot.
Yeah, the belly.
So I just want everybody to know Anthony came over today, and first of all, thank you for coming over.
Seriously.
Welcome.
It's always an honor to have all these great stories behind what someone does, and just to explain to everybody out there what Anthony did was he brought us a feast. He brought us 3 different types of rice balls, right? He brought us the one with the meat, the one with the eggplant, the one with the burro, right? He calls it burro, ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese, bud.
Potato croquettes. I could go on and on. Cannolis, and an espresso machine that makes the greatest coffee I think I've had. And talk to us about the coffee a little bit. Where's it from, and what's the brand?
Okay, so the coffee comes from my town, from a Torrefazione Brazil. They are friends of mine. They've been in the business for 3 generations. They've been roasting coffee, and they make a Sicilian style coffee, which is a little bit more bold than your usual northern coffee. Close to Neapolitan coffee, but a little bit with a twist.
I want to rewind a bit. Ant. I want to rewind, how did you start this? Why did you start this? I know you're here with your lovely wife, and she said something to me I kind of wanted you to talk to us about because I thought it was funny. But I think it's amazing. I bumped into people already who are selling your product. I just want to learn more about the guy behind the scenes and how this all erupted.
It all started. I'm a chef. I had 3 restaurants in the past, and I always had a passion for cooking. And my teacher was my mother, and my mother is 100% full-blooded Sicilian. And
From where?
she's from Castrofilippo near Agrigento, and my father is from Partinico near Palermo, and they met here in Brooklyn. So in the 70s, and I decided to go back with my family when I was 7 because I decided to retire, and then I came back when I was 18 years old and opened up a restaurant and started from there. So after things in life, I stopped the restaurant and decided to do something different. Well, that didn't work out for me. I didn't like being, not in the food environment.
Right.
So when COVID hit, I wanted to open up another restaurant, and because of the timing and everything, it didn't seem the right move to do. So I decided to start importing stuff from my town. And along the way, started with the olive oil and the coffee, and then expanded to other things, to caponata, artichoke, pasta, ricotta for cannolis.
That ricotta, by the way, is
Oh, yeah.
outstanding.
100%.
And there's a lot of work behind the scenes that to make this happen, because when you're in a small scale operation, you try to keep everything tight and organized. Um, because when you're big, then you have employees and whatever. So I'm still small. I like to be small. I don't want to be too big, but I want to have the opportunity to people to try how the real product tastes like, because you know you, in Sicily and in Italy, still products get made the real way without all these preservatives and stuff that they put here in the United States. So it's still in the natural state. The flavor is just unbelievable, the way it's supposed to be. And I like to
Showcase that.
showcase that. And matter of fact, when people try the stuff, it's like their eyes go wide open and they're like, "Wow,
Because it
this is the
doesn't
real
taste
deal."
like fake shit that's from here.
Exactly.
That's really what it is. You're
Exactly.
getting real ingredients, and it's not like the Papa John's commercial, real ingredients,
Right.
real pizza,
Yeah.
Papa. No, it's not that. This is real ingredients,
Yes.
and you taste it from the ricotta, which I've told you many times. I'm not a fan of ricotta here. It's not my thing. That I'll eat. I have no problem with it. The casatelle, no problem.
Yes.
Love it. Because it has that natural taste. It has like, it was, I swear to God, it feels like it was made yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not this stuff that they sell around here. I don't know what the hell they got around here.
Of course.
So you said you were a chef.
Yes.
What type of a chef? You would just cook up dinners for restaurants? Is that
Yeah. I it was an Italian restaurant. My mom is pretty much my teacher. So she was, God rest her soul, she was in the restaurant business all of her life. So she's the one that taught me everything, and I'm proud of that.
Nice.
I'm very proud of that.
Did you guys have a special dish that you guys made? Something real special?
Well, we made different things. We actually made our own pasta,
Good.
our own noodles, and then we made our own meatballs from scratch. We even made our own manicotti.
Mm-hmm.
We used to do them on the flat top, and then we used to mix the ricotta with other ingredients to make the filling, our lasagna.
I want to talk a little bit about manicotti.
Yes.
And the reason I say that is because I find myself hard to explain to someone who never heard what manicotti are. So someone who's made them from scratch, what is the easiest way to explain it? Because when I tell someone it's a crepe, like, oh, it's a dessert, what is a good way to explain to someone what a manicotti is?
Well, a manicotti is pretty much a ricotta filled dough, pasta dough, that you bake in the oven with sauce. There's no sweets, there's no sweet cream or Nutella or anything like that on it. So it's usually sauce and Parmesan cheese and mozzarella.
But the dough itself is like liquidy. It's not a solid. You have to cook it to make it into a solid.
Yes, yes. It's when you make them, it's like a sort of like a pancake, but a lot thinner,
Right.
and they cook very quickly. So, and you don't want to overcook them, because otherwise, then
Becomes a rubber.
it become very hard. So it's a quick cook, and then you roll them up with the ricotta inside.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I've we got to know each other through social media, and I think I was fortunate enough to meet you in person about a year ago, and we became good friends. I would say with
Yes.
that, and watching you grow online and watching you at your vendor events, I see the passion that you have. I see the type of food that you're proud of bringing here. The oil, the lemon oil that you gave me,
Yes.
outstanding. I think that bottle is gone. Again, I see the drive. What do you see yourself doing after? Meaning, you said you like to stay small. Do you see this becoming your own storefront or more in the future?
If the opportunity comes, yes, why not? I'm open to anything. If I could share the same passion with others that can have the same passion I do, why not?
I want to know, because I hear stuff like this. Some people are in this industry. The process. I maybe don't want to give away trade secrets. Totally get it. What can you tell me about the process? Because this is something that is, to me, looks complicated as hell.
Meaning dealing with imports?
Everybody, we're dealing with the people there, dealing with the people here. Pick up. What does it look like?
It isn't easy.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way. For someone that is just starting, let's say, okay, I'm going to start an importing business and start doing that. It's not easy. You definitely need loyal people on your side. That's number one. And good business people that have business sense. Sometimes you can get lucky and have the right people right away, and that helps you out, like that. But definitely, the knowledge, the food knowledge is key. You need to know your stuff. And knowledge comes from self learning. You always have to be like a sponge. When you watch people, even a cooking show on TV, on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever, YouTube, learn like a sponge. That's pretty much the trick of the trade. You need to learn everything you can, and if not, research it.
Right.
Research it, and talk to people in the business first. Ask for help.
Right.
Because there are still good people out there that want to do good and see you succeed.
Right. So to push the product, you got to know the product.
Yes.
In and out.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
What's your biggest seller?
My biggest seller is definitely cannolis and espresso.
With the pistachio or without the pistachio?
Well, pistachio is definitely Sicilian. It's just that some people have nut allergies, so people kind of twist their nose off when they hear pistachio.
Well, the reason why I bring that up is, not too long ago we had a segment that I was kind of like getting into the pistachio. I just feel like it's like overrated now.
It is. It is overrated. You know why? Because there's all this Sicilian pistachio from Bronte. Bronte is so small. It's really not that big. How much pistachio can they grow in Bronte? And it's all DOP Bronte. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
So, because that, like I'm pretty sure you've seen it, and you're like, no way.
Yeah.
There's maybe at least 5 bags here.
I mean,
That's
I feel
about
like
it.
growing. I feel like growing up, like we used to, crack the nut and have a pistachio, or have a pistachio as ice cream. But now it's like, buy a cornetto with pistachio, buy a coffee now with pistachio, get a gelato and more pistachio in it. At a certain point, I was,
It's the flavor of the year.
I was like, oh my god! Like now, I'm starting to gag when I see pistachio.
Yeah. I like mandorla more than I do pistachio.
Mandola.
Almond. Almond.
Gotcha.
I would concur with that. I love the almond.
Nah.
Usually, what
Like, I like the almond paste, and I think I've had like too much of it, where I'm like not so much of a fan of it anymore. When I first started having it, I was like, yeah, this is not
you
bad.
don't like the almond cookies?
I do like the almond cookies, but I don't like them as much as I used to. Again, like how with pistachios, like it's too much now. For me, it's that with the almond.
See how picky he is when it comes to certain food.
Bro, come
No,
on.
I
Man.
bring you cookies, and this is what you say. Come on.
No. I'm gonna eat them because they come from my. Where did the almond cookies come from?
Yeah, they come from your
They come
town.
from my town.
Yeah.
They're the best in the world, bro.
Of course.
Yeah.
Best in the world. Casalamare del Golfo. What's going on up here?
So you're going back to Sicily again,
Yes, in July. Yes.
but hopefully, like I said earlier, hopefully it's for pleasure, not for business. Because every time we talk and you go to Italy, you're scrambling around to get all these new material and stuff.
Yes. No, I'm going for pleasure this time. Yeah.
Good.
How many times a year do you go back and forth when it comes to your business?
Probably about twice a year.
Twice a year.
Twice a year.
That's
I would love to go just once a year.
I haven't been there since '01.
He's gonna go one day. You gotta go one day. I'll drag you by your feet.
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
care. Yeah, sure.
The day they built the bridge.
Yeah, from here to Italy, he's over there.
Forget about it.
Hopefully they'll connect the piece of Canada
Yeah.
to Russia.
Yeah.
It'll take me about. It's like a Florida ride.
That'll probably happen faster.
Right.
So while we're talking the topic of food, talk to me about these arancini you bought.
Well, they're made in Sicily, and they're made the Sicilian way with Sicilian ingredients. So it's an authentic rice ball,
There you go.
arancina. And they taste just like you would in a Italian Sicilian bar.
And I can confirm that.
Oh yeah, we saw you eating when we opened the show. You forgot?
Oh, you guys were here?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
But we
Yeah, we were here. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, but there's one that I definitely want to try, and it's that nice pointy one.
The eggplant,
Well, a
one,
melanzana.
the fried eggplant inside.
I gotta try that.
So
one.
I actually never even knew they did that with the eggplant in it. We're gonna have some, but the one with the meat and the one with the cheese and ham,
Damn, oh,
phenomenal.
Arancina al
Oh,
burro.
Arangina burro.
Arancina al burro,
There
yeah.
was another name I didn't know about.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food outside of what you sell? What is your go-to
Pizza.
any type of pizza?
I love a good slice of New York style pizza.
You like the New York style?
New York
Nice.
style pizza.
You don't like the Sicilian style? The nice square?
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. No, I do. I do. Sicilian style is nice.
Definitely.
I like New York style better though,
Do you really? Because of the fold or because of the thin? What?
because it's thin, crispy.
Okay.
You know, or like a nice grandma pizza.
Grandma's
Grandma's
good.
pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like a good touch of both worlds. It's thin, square.
Now I know you're from New Jersey, and you do a lot of traveling with your product.
Yes.
I'm gonna assume you've had pizza in all different places. Where?
Again, pobjeda style.
Yes.
We have to.
Best pizza.
Did you have a majority of that out in Jersey, or did you have a majority of that here in New York? Let's wind it down a little bit.
I would say my best pizza by far, De Fara
Located
in Brooklyn.
in Brooklyn. Okay, so
Far in Brooklyn. I'll probably make a stop there.
De Fara. Yes.
Sure, just lift me up off the couch.
You still eating the rice bowl?
I'm still waiting for we crack open that one over there.
So Anthony, talk to us more about what do you do outside of this? Like, what is your hobby? What do you do for peace of mind?
Well, peace of mind. I take care of my family. My lovely wife and my daughter. So that keeps me busy the rest of the time that I'm not working. But I am working almost 24/7. So it's not easy to maintain a business up and running like this. There's always people running out of stuff, and you always have to run and go because you don't want a customer that's not happy. So there's many moving parts
Right.
in the chain. So it's always have to be on top of it. at all
What's
times.
one of the more, I guess, complicated areas that you've seen? Like, is it a lot to do with the shipping, or receiving? Have you had any like real like issues ever come up where you were like, this is just too much?
Sometimes,
Okay.
like for example, the machine that I had for you guys was supposed to be here a couple days ago, and it's still not here because of customs. So that's one issue.
One
One
issue.
of the many issues.
So what
that
what
I
is it?
ran
What
into.
is like to talk about customs? Because I don't deal with it much. Like, what is the issue? Like, why wouldn't they release it? What are they waiting for?
Because it got here on Tuesday and Wednesday, and
Oh, everybody's on vacation.
everybody's on vacation. So
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
that's
Sounds like the post office in
yeah,
Italy.
pretty much. Yeah.
Great government workers we have here.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
So you have a few shows coming up.
I do.
Where and when? Let everybody know where they could possibly find you.
The 21st is the Italian festival in Lidditz.
That one apparently is big.
Yeah.
It's very big.
Yeah.
Very big. Yes.
So I ask all my guests certain food questions.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you this question: when it comes to making sauce, do you say gravy or do you say sauce?
I never heard of gravy until I moved up to the Jersey area.
Figured.
Never.
Yeah.
We always called gravy the turkey for Thanksgiving.
Right.
That you put on the mashed potatoes on a turkey, stuff like that. Beef gravy or turkey gravy.
Right.
You put on your French fries. That's what I consider gravy.
Right.
What do you think? Because it's a question we ask all the time, and we actually had someone on the couch that called it gravy,
Yeah.
but their explanation still didn't answer the question. What do you think? Is it because they put meat in a sauce?
No,
Something becomes gravy.
I don't think that's for me. I think it's more of where you grew up at.
Okay.
I think in the older school Italians.
Yeah, but not in Italy.
No, not in Italy. Here,
Yeah.
growing up, they start calling it gravy. Somebody start calling it gravy, and then it just stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what happened. That's my opinion. I'm not sure. I mean,
If it's that simple, then I'm gonna start calling it mustard. So when my kids grow up, they're gonna start calling Sunday
mustard.
Sunday mustard. I don't know. I just don't. I don't see it.
I don't even see the logic behind calling sauce gravy.
So from when the person that came here and called it gravy, they said because of the meat, it was the meat cooks inside the sauce, and it gets thick and you have the flavoring of a meat, it then becomes gravy. And I say, just can you leave now?
Well, in that case, the grail, holy grail of gravy in Italy is Napoli, where they make ragu.
But they don't even want to call it that unless they go to the supermarket and literally buy a jar of ragu.
But ragu is just meat sauce, right?
Yeah.
It's like a bolognese.
Yeah, bolognese. It's like a bolognese.
Well, ragu is also, you can have different types of ragu. You can have a beef ragu, ragu alla carne, ragu con la pecora, which is with the lamb.
Mm-hmm.
So there's different type of ragu you can have.
Next question. If you had to choose between a cannoli and a casadella, some people out there might call it, what did you say, a zeppoli with ricotta in it?
Cannoli cream inside, yeah.
Cannoli cream inside.
Yeah.
You would choose
Cannoli.
cannoli.
Cannoli all day.
What would you choose?
Come on, man. What am I going to choose, bro?
Casadella.
Casadella.
Because he looks like a casadella.
But when you're in Sicily, casatella or cannoli or isi con ricotta or anything with or zeppola with ricotta, it's just sfiggio San Giuseppe with ricotta.
Sfiggio Giuseppe. That's my favorite.
That's you can't go wrong with that.
Absolutely not.
I mean,
I remember
here in America, it's a hit or miss. It's a hit or miss. I'm
it's
sorry.
usually a miss.
I'm sorry. I mean, there's so many good bakers out there, that do an excellent job, but some of them just don't make the cut.
But that's also has to do with, like we said earlier, ingredients. You
Ingredients.
don't got the right stuff. You may know the process well.
Yes.
Good
yes,
for you.
Yes.
But if you're getting, not so good ingredients, you're just making shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you. I mean,
Right.
it is what it is. But the Enos in, man, I swear to God, I
Yes.
still remember.
You said anus?
Don't be fresh. So I still remember, man, every time when we used to go to my hometown, my dad would wake us up because time difference. We're waking up at like 6 a.m. He's waking us up, and he knows all the bakers. He knows what.
Yeah.
We make rounds in the morning. In the morning, very first thing, sun's barely even up. We got to go to this guy, cornette filled with Nutella or jelly, marmellata. We go over there.
Yep.
Then this guy's already making leanas. Then this guy's having like casadella. By the time I made it back at 9 o'clock, I'm stuffed. Went back to bed, and I had to sneak an air conditioner for half an hour before my grandmother woke up.
I remember going out with my friends to clubs in Palermo and go back to town at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. On the way back, we used to stop by Terrazini, and this bakery was making the fresh cornetti in the morning out of the oven. Oh, it's the best thing.
Honestly,
ever.
there's nothing better.
Ever.
There really is nothing better. I still
So
remember. I was 13 when I had my first hot, fresh one at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And I will never forget it. I wish it's like a tattoo on my brain and my tongue. It's the best thing I've
It's
ever.
like the first time ever having sex.
Right?
Yeah.
What was
you never
that like?
Forget that.
Boo.
Sorry. I forgot what we were talking about. I started thinking about cornetta and sex. I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
No, seriously. Food and it shows you how big the connection between food, memory, and all that goes, because it's like the minute you smell it, the minute you taste it, you're back there again.
All in the Sicilian Italian mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go to Sicily and you see someone, the first thing they're going to ask you is, are you hungry?
Of course.
They're not going to tell you, how are you?
No.
They're going to tell you, are you hungry? Let's eat.
And if they see that you're round like a tire like me, they say, you got to eat. Then you eat, then they go,
A pezzo di piso.
come on,
Passai, Mancio, yeah.
come on, man. Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Hai fatto che grosso.
That was my grandmother, rest in peace. Loved her to death, made the greatest food. She will feed me, eat, have another one,
Yeah.
and then figure me sta facendo di queijo poroso.
Ma che sempre mangi?
She gave me 3 plates of pasta and 14 polpette, but you're talking about streets of Palermo, and I'm sure you had their street food.
Yes.
And what food you saw like it's the best food there?
Even stuff that you won't even find here, really. Like, because I know there's a bunch of food you won't find here.
Yeah, you find umuso.
Umuso?
Umuso of the cow. They cook that and they squeeze lemon.
Really? How is that?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You had it before?
No, I don't eat that.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh,
So you got an American palate where you're like, all right, there's some things I just won't touch.
like even the ameos, I don't eat the
Yeah.
meos, meos. I don't like that.
man, it was to explain to
it's a-
everybody, it's the
It's a spleen. Yes. They fry it in lard. They slice it really thin, and fry it in lard.
Wow.
And they scoop it out, dry it up a little bit. They put it in a sandwich, and they put caciocavallo. If you want schetta or maritata. Now I forget exactly which version is which, but the one has the caciocavallo, and the other one has a lemon squeeze on it.
You ever had that?
No,
Would you ever have it?
I'm not gonna eat it. But I had stiglioli though.
I've had that here, yeah.
Stiglioli,
Yeah.
Stiglioli.
I'm not a fan of it. And also I noticed that
Okay, well, if
if they're not prepped right, it's very chewy.
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
But those are good to start a barbecue fires.
yes.
Yo,
my
fires,
God.
bro.
Man.
They see you in space cooking this shit. Are you kidding me?
But I mean, other than that, you go to Badaro and they have Auchuria in Palermo, and they have also the octopus or pulpo.
Yeah, I seen their fishes are insane. They got
Pulpo.
everything there.
They have the swordfish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're
The
big with swordfish, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
And also, you mentioned
Just
earlier,
fine.
like all the food they give you there, they're not like cheaping you out on your money. It's like
No,
they're
no.
giving you a sandwich or they're giving you a dish.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like you're eating good.
Yeah, you're definitely eating good over there.
What's this other thing that I seen? I don't remember the name of it. I see it because I like to see that guy Masino that walks the streets. There was one where the guy was hanging. I don't know. It was like a beige color, constant water dripping on it. You slice it up. There were different parts of it. Squeeze lemon on it, and they would eat it.
Was it a fish?
I don't know. It
What,
looks
like a gray sheet?
not gray. It's like chunks, but it was like different types. Because you saw some were darker than others.
Mm-hmm.
Some had different texture than other. But it was like it was hanging. There's constant running water on it. You see a bunch of lemons, and
Ajipa.
no, I don't think it's a tripa. Or maybe it is just dry. I don't know. I saw it. It doesn't look pleasing at all. But people are eating that, whatever it was. I gotta find the name. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, I want to know what that is.
What is the staple for Palermo when it comes to food?
Arancino.
Arancine.
Yep.
That's it.
Arancino.
And is there
And canola.
now? Me and Marcus go back and forth all the time.
Mm.
Is the staple with the meat or is it with the ham and cheese?
With the meat.
Bitch.
He gets one. We gotta let him have it.
With the meat.
I never had the burro, right? They call it
Arancino alla carne is the classic
original.
original from Palermo, yes.
Now, is the original also with mozzarella cheese in it, or no? Or is that just an American thing?
It's an American thing.
Because I enjoy it with the green peas, meat, and mozzarella cheese.
Yeah. The Sicilian ones don't come with mozzarella.
Just meat.
Oil. In your opinion, one of the best olives would be to make their olive oil would be what? Because I know there's different types.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what do you think would be the better one?
There's like different types of olives in Sicily.
Mhm.
Like the Monte Blaze one. The comes from Monte Blaze. Then there's Valdebelice,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty much the olive oil that I bring in. And it's a mix of olives. Biancolilla is one. Cerasuola is another one.
And the different
Spot.
kind of like I don't mean to do that, but and the different what makes them different from how I was told would be, I guess, where they're planted in the soil, correct?
The soil,
So
the altitude.
altitude, okay.
Yes, altitude does a lot to the olive.
Because the Greeks keep saying they have the best one, and I'm tired of hearing this shit.
Um,
They have the red clay, olives that grow off of that dirt that makes it this robust taste.
From
Yeah,
Mars.
I get it. Yeah.
I was listening to you guys talk outside about the oil. I don't understand this. Maybe you could educate me on it. When you say, "Oh, my olive oil doesn't have fat in it," what does that mean? There's actually fat.
There's a grease to it. There's
It's
always
just
a
the grease,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
and that
also
gets
acidity.
taked out, or that's mixed in. That makes a different types of qualities.
it depends on the water
Mhm.
that the olive has received. Because when the olives get too much water, they retain water inside the olive, so that gives it more acidity.
Okay, so the fat comes out if it's basically dehydrated.
Yeah.
Hmm. a lot of things about oil. Did you know about the story that he was telling us how
yeah.
there was a fake oil being sold?
Oh yeah.
But the
Oh,
seed
yeah.
oil.
That's a
Oh, yeah.
big thing over there, right?
The Italian government has stopped so many container loads
Told you.
of fake oil.
Question my sources.
Yes.
I ain't
yes.
questioning you. He's like Elon Musk. He comes with these news or something down here. I'm like, man, where did you hear these things
On
from?
CNN.
No, it's true. Some of these companies were trying to.
Dye them and do all this kind of nonsense.
But you're telling me nobody could taste the difference?
Well, yeah, you can taste the difference, but
They
you
were,
don't
they
know.
were just psyching people out.
But you don't know until you
You bought
buy
it,
it
brought
and
home.
take it home, and then what? You think it's a bad bottle?
and you go out and you buy the same bottle and you say this one's better.
Yeah,
It was like a mobster ring of oil.
Yeah.
that's how they.
Oh.
Because they said it was like top of Sicily, bottom of the boot. Like those were the areas that they were really like pushing
Yeah.
the stuff. Did they find out which companies were doing that, or was it like
I don't know.
I don't know?
I don't know.
You asking the man to rat?
You know, just write it on paper, slide it down. It's just
Don't
crazy though.
Don't tell Bruno.
It's just crazy, man. How people try to get one over on, and they did it pretty on the sly too, man.
Yeah,
Food coloring, the even the presentation on the bottle was like you couldn't tell the difference. It's crazy.
yeah.
And they got like what was it, like 80,000 liters off like in the first like 6 months or something like that. 80,000 liters, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a video actually of I saw where they were actually the Italian undercover cops saw a Facebook ad and went in, bought the oil, and it was super cheap, and it was advertised as real, 100% olive oil, this and that, and they did a testing and it wasn't.
Because like seed oil, they said it was like €1 for like a liter of it.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
But does that actually work as a substitute of oil, or is just they just
What did
really
they use
selling
seed
you?
oil for? I'm not really sure what they used it for frying.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't know. I'm gonna be honest. I've never had seed oil.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Is it more bitter? Is it?
It's good for frying.
It is good for frying.
Yes, it is good for frying.
Okay. Was that a good substitute? You think that's a good substitute for like vegetable oil?
Definitely.
Or
Definitely.
better? Better?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
because vegetable is made out of soy,
Right.
and soy is no good.
So you're telling me seed oil? I'll make good cotolette out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have some cotolette after the show?
You got seed
But
oil?
I'll tell you what, to fry, the best oil is sunflower seeds.
Oh, the
Really?
sunflower oil.
Sunflower oil
Really?
is definitely the best oil to fry with.
I would never expect that because sometimes I don't have enough time to make like a pesto. And then what do they have inside these pesto jars? The small ones. You like I just wanted pesto. They put that sunflower oil, and to me, throws the whole taste off. Why won't they just do it with the olive oil the right way? Sell it like that. What's with this sunflower oil?
It's cheaper.
What does everything annoy you?
Because things are not right. Are you right with everything? You happy with everything the way it is? Everything's right for you?
So Anthony,
Exactly. There you go. That's what I thought. If you don't complain, nobody knows. That's how I say it.
so you tell me, out of all these great things Anthony brought us today,
Did I say anything wrong with them?
that's not what I was saying. See how he has a guilty conscience?
What guilty? Go.
I was gonna say,
Go ahead.
what was your favorite?
Ooh. Casatedo was really freaking good.
Casadena. Did you know that was his high school nickname? Right. Now,
Let's go.
what were the other things you brought us? It was the small one mixed with cheese.
Oh, the
four cheese mini arancine.
Those were.
Oh, those were banging.
Those are party pleasers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Anthony, let everybody know, where can they find you? Where can they question you? Where can they buy this stuff?
You can go to my website to buy the stuff. www.saporisiciliaimports.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook under Sapori Sicilia Imports. Or you can call me 347-631-6324. I'll answer. if you
Don't
want.
send dirty pictures.
I have an OnlyFans for that. And
So everybody, make sure you follow him. You try out this stuff. Sapori di Sicilia. Marcus and I thank you
thank you.
for bringing all the stuff to us. They were delicious. Guys, we got some great videos coming out of some of the product he sells. This is not a promotion paid thing. I'm telling you, the food is great. Check him out. Him and his wife have a passion in what they're doing. They're giving you a taste of Sicily. Sapori di Sicilia, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye. Thank you.